Hey everybody, Harold here with the third video in the Concatenate X series. As I teased you and promised you the last time, I'm going to show you how to use it to do dynamic slicers, not only single slicers, but multiple slicers, and not only single select, but multiple select. So let's get right to it. I've got a empty card. You need to use the regular card. The new card will not work with this. A clustered column visual, total sales by education category and occupation, and two slicers, occupation and education level. So let me pick up where I left off last time. Do a new measure. We just want to show in our card visual. Let me blow this up for you guys. Control scroll. The chosen occupation. So we'll say chosen occupation equals. Here's where we used, not getting to concatenate yet. Selected value. Selected value returns the value when there's only one value in the specified column. Otherwise, returns the alternate result, which is optional. You could also use if it has one value. This is just syntax sugar for that. It makes it a little shorter and sweeter. So if selected value of, well, we want an occupation, customer lookup occupation, has one value, we want to return that value. If it doesn't, we want to return, and this is for single select, so we'll say all occupations. And that needs to be a comma, not a period. And close our selected value. Submit. Escape. And lost my measure. 1 second. Chosen occupation. You put stuff in the calendar lookup table, don't I? I have to put this in key measures. So chosen occupation, we'll drop that in our card visual. Right now there is no occupation chosen. That was the alternate result for our selected value. If we choose one, say clerical, and the table switches to clerical. Okay, that's awesome. So fine, I can use this other slicer to switch to clerical bachelors, but it just still says clerical. Well, what if I wanted to say clerical and bachelors or clerical, comma bachelors or what have you? Let me do an, well, let's just change this measure. Say chosen occupation and education level. We're not going to use the concatenate function. Just going to use the ampersand. So selected value, customer lookup occupation, if not all occupations, and selected value education level, customer lookup education level, or we'll just say all levels. And we can close that out. So now we have concatenated the selected value of customer lookup occupation. It's not selected, all occupations, and the selected value of customer lookup education level if it's not selected, all levels. And let's go ahead and put a separator in here, delimiter. We'll just use the comma, space, quote, space, comma, quote, and so let's try that. Clerical, comma, bachelor's. My comma should be after clerical. So we'll change that up a little. Remember, you can always adjust these. Okay, commit. Chosen occupation and education level, clerical, comma, bachelor's. Let's go ahead and modify this a little more and just add total sales while we're at it. And this requires formatting. It'll just show up as a long string because it's text. So I like to use the fixed function. We'll format that text. So let's fix total sales. We'll take no decimals. That's the next argument. And no commas is the next argument. We do want commas, so we'll say false. Close our parentheses. And while we're at it, let's throw in a $sign. So, and $sign. And fixed total sales. Let's clean that up a little. False. So, customer look, occupation, education level, selected value of customer lookup, occupation are all, selected value of education are all, and $sign fixed, total sales, zero false. The fixed is a formatting thing. So let's try that. Clerical batch looks like bachelor's 1,204,877. Management bachelor's. We need another space there while we're at it between total sales and so put a space in front of our $sign. Management bachelor's. That looks better. 2,193,612. All occupations bachelor's 84. Management all education levels 4.6. So that's working great. All right. Now, can't do here is multi-select. It goes to all because selected value says we can only have one value. So here's where we could use concatenate X. Let me just duplicate this whole page and clear this out here. Start a new measure. If I want to do we'll just start with one slicer, multi-select. We'll build from there. So we'll say new measure, chosen occupation, multi-select equals, and this is where concatenate X is our friend. We want to calculate. Expression we want to calculate is concatenate X. And the table we want to concatenate X on is going to be of values, which is just a distinct list of distinct values in a column. And that column is going to be the occupation. Customer lookup occupation. Close our values. And then the expression we're going to evaluate against that table is also customer lookup occupation. And then our delimiter just do a space. We want to order this by customer lookup occupation. And since it's alphabetical, we'll go ascending. Close our concatenate X. Close our calculate. So, chosen occupation multi-select equals calculate concatenate X, a table of the values in the customer lookup occupation column. Evaluate against that the customer lookup occupation column, space delimiter, order by occupation, ascending. So let's see what if this works. Let's take our measure out of the card. Put our new one in. Clerical, management, manual, professional, skilled, nothing's chosen. Clerical, clerical and management. This doesn't do anything because we left it out. If you don't select them, if you don't select anything here, it's listing them all. The way to fix that, you're probably saying, well, like selected value, he could say alternate result. Well, there is no alternate result. So in this case, you can use the Boolean. You can do an if statement. You can say if is filtered. That's a Boolean function, returns true when there are direct filters on the specified column. Only one answer, true or false. What are we talking about? We're talking about the occupation column of the customer lookup table. So if the customer lookup occupation table is filtered, the result of true will be to calculate concatenate X the values in the customer lookup occupation column. But if it's false, we want to say all occupations. close our if. So we wrap our calculate concatenate x in an if is filtered. So it's saying if the customer lookup column is filtered anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these occupation choices, I want you to return those values. If not, it's not filtered at all. Nothing's checked here. No filters here. No filters in the filter pane. I want you to return all occupations. So now it says all occupations. If I choose clerical, it says clerical. If I choose clerical and management, it says clerical and management. So on, and back to all occupation. All right, so I've done that. Now the grand finale, I guess you would say, let's take this measure, chosen occupation multi-select, and turn it into chosen occupation and education level multi-select. Kind of a unwieldy name, but exactly suits our purposes. And let's use some vars. Clean this up a little. Okay, it's not formatted, it's not Dax. So I'm going to turn this first one into a var called selected occupation. Vars are nothing but abbreviations for your functions. Make your code more readable. Use them when you can. Customary to use camel case. So var selected occupation equals my whole statement. Now I'm going to copy this. Probably see where I'm going. Oh, I committed too soon. Sorry, we're going to have that ugly yellow line for the rest of the measure. Shift enter. So let me paste that and call it var selected ed level equals. And then we need to change these to education level. And this to, we use levels again. So now we have the two vars. And what do we want to do? We want to concatenate those vars. So we'll return selected occupation. And we'll just use the ampersand. Selected ed level. Clean that up a little. Okay. So chosen occupation and education level multi-select equals var selected occupation. Our if is filtered. Calculating concatenate x values in the customer lookup occupation column against themselves. order by them ascending. If not, it's not filtered all occupation. Same for education level. Then we return selected occupation and selected education level. Look good. Kind of long. Hope you followed. Some nice advanced Dax for you. Not too hard, but really cool. So oh, real quick, let's go back. Add a space. No return statement. Okay, commit. All occupations, all levels. Clerical, all levels. Clerical bachelor's. Clerical bachelor's graduate degree. All occupations bachelor's graduate degree. All all levels management manual all levels. Pretty cool. We could add total sales, format this any way we want it, but that's pretty much it for the video today. I hope you like this as much as I do. That's the end of the concatenate series. I'll sure I'll get up to something next. Hope you love this one. And if you did, please like it and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.